After a busy weekend, kickstarting the first day of April inside the house. I want to try to get a couple things done in here. So I went ahead and grabbed my toolbox. I also pulled the van up to the back porch. I picked up some cool items that I'll be setting up in here. We're going to get right to it and see what we can get done. Already got the dogs laying around. Backed the van up as close as I could. Thankfully didn't hit anything. Picked up a recliner, an entertainment center, and an old gun cabinet. That washer I got to take to the shop. Let's try to get these things out without breaking anything. I got this gun cabinet sitting on some pillows and blankets. Let's try to slide it out of here. Let's get it out to the end. Okay. Nice. It's a pretty old gun cabinet, but it's in really good shape. I taped the door shut so they didn't sling open on me while I was loading it. It did come with one key, which is more than enough for me. Now we're going to work on getting it cleaned up and find a good spot for it inside. Let's see how to get this thing in here. It's not too heavy. It's just a pretty big item, and I don't want to break the glass. I'm going to get it up over this threshold. Oh, man. Nice and easy. I don't want it tipping over. Next up, let's work on getting this recliner out of here. I don't want to rip or scratch up the leather, so I'm going to try to do this with the hand trucks. One way or another, it's got to come out. And this is the way it's coming. I'm actually going to slide it around. And before I set it down, I'm going to put a blanket down on the hardwood. That way I can slide it. Went ahead and cleaned off the feet. This thing has minimal usage on it. It actually reclines with this switch here. That's why it has a cable with it. I'm really not sure where I'm gonna put this thing. There goes the top half to it over there. Me and Irvin don't sit too much in here. We started off with that one little couch, and then my parents gifted us their old ones. Now we got 4 of them. We're gonna have to switch up the layout. Last thing, we got this little entertainment center. We're gonna get it pulled out. This might be the easiest way. Bring it out to the edge. I'm gonna see if I can push it without breaking anything. I'm not too worried about the porch. We still gotta paint it and redo it. But I just need to get this thing out of here enough. There we go. So I can grab it from the back, get it brought inside. My goodness. We got it up. It's like a 6-inch drop over there. Let's get this thing out of here before it scratches up the floor. We don't need 2 big recliners in here, so I'm going to keep the better of the 2. We're going to take this thing somewhere and store it for the time being. This is going to be the new setup. 2 couches and a recliner is more than enough for us. Set the entertainment center here. As we find them, we'll start putting cool items in there. Let's move on to the next job. When Irvin gets back, we're going to move the extra sofa to the storage barn. I got all my stuff loaded back in the van. Blankets and pillows, never know when you need those. Let's get it taken down to the shop and get that washer unloaded. With spring rolling around, everything's starting to bloom. Looking good. Let's grab the toolbox and get this washer pulled out. Get a better grab of this thing.
Treba uzeti nešto i napravo strelcu i napisati ispod trak sa onim flamasterom.
Before I get to work in the shop, we're taking turns whacking at some of the stumps here that are kind of in our way when we're loading the container. We don't have a stump grinder, but we do got an axe. Not the best one.
Excellent.
Whew. That's pretty good. Roar. We got this thing pretty leveled out with the ground. Got 2 more up here. I went through with this axe, chopped some slits in it. Now my dad's going through with the back end of the heavier axe and just kind of getting those loose pieces out. There we go. We got it cut way down, enough to where we can cover it up and it's not going to be in our way. Same with these other 2. Stump removal job is complete. Let's move on to the next one. Next job for today is going to be unloading the truck. We're going to start off with this gas can. Let's get the machines unloaded here, and then we're going to take the bags of clothes and shoes over to the other barn. Here goes the last of the machines. Appliances are dropped off. We're gonna get the truck relocated to the other barn and get the rest of the items taken out. Pull these 2 pieces of metal out of the scrap pile. I'm getting ready to repurpose them and build some signs for our parking area. First, we're gonna start off by cleaning them up. This is what it's looking like so far. I don't have any stencil. I'm using the level wherever I can and doing the rest by hand. We're gonna write truck entrance with an arrow. These don't have to be the prettiest. They're only temporary until the signs we ordered come in. I'm no pro, but it doesn't look too bad. Here goes the final product. Turned out pretty nice. Let's find a spot for it. We got 1 screw on this lip up here for now, and then we'll get it fastened on there real good. I think we made it big enough until the new signs come in.